Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so excited to have Garden Nova Paige here today. Thank you so much for coming.
It's okay. I'm glad to be here.
Oh
I'm
my God,
excited.
I am excited. I'm also happy we were able to reschedule this. And I just want to mention for everyone listening to this, she's a queen doing this at 11:30 her time at night. Like
Okay,
11:30
so
time, my night, I'm passed out. Drool running down my face. And the fact that you look stunning and gorgeous, I love it. I love that you
thank you
came
very
for
much.
you are welcome. Well, let's get this started. Paige, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and your Sims history?
Okay, wow. God, where do I start? I've been playing since I was like about 8. Like my cousin started playing it and I was just obsessed. It's like Sims 2.
Mhm.
And I've just been obsessed since. And then like Sims 3, Sims 4, love them all. Sims 3 will always be top for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I got into Sims 4 and just started building. I started really enjoying it. And I don't know, just joining onto the Instagram community, I just seen how incredible like you can start building and making things look and turning real life things into Sims and just really fell in love with it. And I don't know, I've just really enjoy building Sims. It's something that I wanted to do in real life, architecture and interior design. So I guess I just kind of use the Sims to do stuff like that on.
I love that. Is that something that like that is your goal to do one day? Like to be your full-time job, like being more of like it's like a builder in real life.
Um I did go to like uni to see what it's like to do interior design and stuff like that. It wasn't really similar to this sort of how it is on The Sims. Like obviously, like, I'm not really into building the real life models of them. I just really enjoy the version of The Sims. I'd love to maybe one day be one of the builders for like one of the new packs or something. Maybe get on the Creator Network. Fingers crossed.
Hey, I love that. I've applied twice to Daddy EA to be like, I'll be part of the creative
Same.
network. Nope,
Nothing. Oh, we'll
nothing.
get back to you. Half a year later, I'm still waiting.
Right? Because I hear there's still a lot of people pending. I think that's really sad. I think if like EA, like you need more game changers out
Yeah,
there. And but they
100%.
also need more diversity from different countries and cultures as well.
Yeah,
Right?
I
So
mean, it's so good. I really want to do it one day. Hopefully, they get back to me, but I know they let quite a lot of people in at some point all at once. So I guess they've just got quite a lot at the moment.
right, but like because there's like EA game changers for every game. So like for FIFA, they
Hmm.
have game changers. So like some people are in Sims though, like they're recently new to the
Yeah,
EA. So I'm just like, how is still like hundreds of thousands of people still waiting and pending? Like
I bet.
it should be
Yeah,
it's gotta like let's robot the shit out of that, okay? Just like or AI it. Be like yes or no. Like give people definitive answers instead of
yeah.
living in the
Yeah,
fucking
just give me a
gray.
yes or no. Like I hate having to wait. Like, oh, am I gonna get it or not? Like, just say no, not this time, and then I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. Or like, hey, like maybe not this time, but apply again in 6 months, or give the actual reason why you're declined. Because
yeah,
what are they looking for? Are they looking for, like, I'm pretty sure I was declined because I just badmouth if they're because I put as a podcaster. So I'm sure if they listen to any podcast and I was like, EA sucks and we need better diversity, they were like,
oh, I bet.
nope,
Yeah, if you say anything bad about them, they're like, oh no, gone,
nope.
be
But then
gone.
that shouldn't be the way. You would want to I like if I was a company and if I was Daddy EA and I was like, you know what? We need some fresh blood in here. I don't want some kiss ass and shit. I want some fresh blood. And you would listen and say, okay, so it's not just me saying the community, like everybody is saying we need more proper diversity. Wouldn't you want to then say, okay, so we need better proper diversity. So we're gonna select game changers from around the world, maybe not Western based world like cultures, but just literally everywhere. And then we're gonna start creating more diverse packs. And we're gonna do it, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of new EA creative networks that would literally sell more copies of your
Oh my,
game.
they would sell so many if
They
that
would,
was the
yeah,
case, honestly.
right. So imagine if
Like,
you see the article tomorrow. EA selects 30 new game changers from Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and India. And
Yeah.
they are going to be in the room where it happens to make those packs. Holy shit. I would turn my 3rd season thumbnail into a fucking clown face for the entire season if they did something like that. But
Yeah.
instead, they're like, oh, girl from California, let's get her. Oh my God, let's talk about like San Francisco and the Sims. Oh my God.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's like, I'm just tired of it. Like, I just
imagine like from all different perspective of like different countries, how much amazing input you would have about what people want and all the different types of builds and stuff. It would just be really great for that
right? Because
diversity and
like you said, you're like, I'd like to build the pack game, like the builds in each pack. EA, do a fucking contest. Show the world.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah.
Right. Show the world. Say, I got 20 lots. You want to enter. Here is what you got to do. Here's the requirements. Go nuts. And people would build it. And because people would like lose their fucking minds hoping that like they could do something like that and become famous, right?
Yeah.
Or be like EA, and then EA do a spotlight after on all these builders.
Yeah, it'd be like a community builder, but like the co-ops and save files that people do now. Imagine like The Sims did that, and like every so often a game would have everybody's community lots and that everybody's made, not just their selective teams and stuff like that. It'd be amazing. Like people would really enjoy the game then.
Yeah, because like right now, like yeah, like they're having like Plumbella and James Turner come in. That's awesome. But those are really big simmers.
Yeah, big followings.
Let's not follow. Like they have enough like of a present. Let's get people that are like, I don't want to say lower tier because we're human beings, or we're not on tiers, but someone who's just starting out, but like an amazing builder. Because
there's so many smaller accounts that I've seen.
Yeah.
Some of their builds are absolutely incredible. Like I can't name any off the top of my head, but I've followed a bunch recently.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, like people need to see your builds, man. Like it's incredible how some of them are. And,
exactly.
Like, the timing, the how big they are and stuff like that. It's like the effort that's gone into all of that. And
oh yeah, like I can't remember who it was, but I was like halfway through the season and I was looking for builders to interview, and I messaged somebody and I didn't like they were saying I thought they'd have like 20,000 followers. They had 110.
Wow, yeah.
And I was like, hey, like, did you want to be interviewed? And their response was like, thank you so much for reaching out. I don't have a big enough influence, so there's no point for you to interview me. And I was like, your builds are amazing. It's just Instagram's evil, and now, especially now. So you can't
don't get me started. Things. I hate it.
Well, someone gets to pretend to be me on Instagram and ask people for money.
I saw that. So yeah, I saw your stories.
That's fun. And number 2, you can't search for the most recent hashtag anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you can't. They took that function away. So if you you search for hashtag, you'll only see most recent, most recent top post or top post, then that's it. So all of these kids that are putting hashtags hoping to get spotted, you won't see them anymore.
No, it puts them straight down the bottom, don't it? It's so frustrating.
Yep. Honestly, Oodles and Noodles, we did a podcast a couple weeks ago. Well, when this came out was a couple weeks ago. In real life, it was 3 days ago. And she's like, Stas, love you. Don't use hashtags. And as a social media manager, that's the first thing we're taught in school is to use hashtags.
Yeah.
So my this week's Rose Chronicles chapter didn't use hashtags. I got as much following as I would get in a week in one day, just like as I used to get.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So I'm
like to give that a go.
I'm like, no more hashtags because you can't search for hashtags anymore anyways. So it doesn't matter. That's what I was like.
I'll have to give that a go.
Yeah. It was mind baffling because I was like, holy shit. Not only that, but like Rose Chronicles is shadow banned right now.
Oh wow, really?
For no reason. Because there's no nudity. Yeah, there's swearing, but it's blocked behind a cover. Like you have to physically go in. And it's not like everything's like, fuck this, fuck that. And like, no, like yeah, there's like been 3 deaths on scene, but it's fake. It's not real. It's The
Ever since
Sims.
they've been taken over by Facebook, it's just been so bad. Like they ruin the algorithm. You
Oh
can't
yeah.
really post what you want these days. Like,
Because I know you live in the UK. Did you get your? You can be verified for $20 a month. Have you gotten that yet?
yeah,
I was.
yeah.
Now I don't trust anybody that's verified, especially if
No,
they're
I don't.
newly verified. I don't trust them. And you know what's funny?
Yeah,
I have seen people lose their verification.
really.
Yep. I've seen it. I'm not going to name names, but I've seen 3 people so far. I would have done the same thing if I was verified before. And this $20, I would never want someone to think I paid for verification.
Yeah, because you want the like clarification that they are who they are and stuff, when knowing that you can just pay for you to have that blue tick. It
Yeah.
doesn't, it takes away that comfort of knowing they are who they are.
Because all they're
And
like, yeah, because all they're like is like, oh, like you just have to show a picture of your driver's license or passport. Okay. So you break it. So this is fantastic opportunity. Anyone about to say, don't do this. So you could break into my house. If I was a celebrity or like on a mid-tier, you break into my house, you steal one form of ID, just
yeah,
go to my purse, start a new Instagram, you can pretend to be them.
yeah, 100%. There's nothing stopping them.
Yeah, for $20 a month. Like, there's nothing stopping you. Like literally
And because they're verified, they think that's you.
yep. And then the real person,
Not
they'd
bad.
be like, what are you talking about? Like, no, it's not me. And I'm sure I'm sure if like Britney Spears was like, oh my God, like someone's pretending to be me and asking like people for money, they'd shut that shit down. But because I'm not big enough, they're
Mm-hmm.
like, no damage can be done.
100%. It's awful how you can just pay for that and you've got it, and it's just like, yeah, cool. That's
Mhm. Because like what pissed me off the most is so I applied to be verified. My podcast page, I had to jump through hoops because it's podcast verification. So had to show my monthly listeners, my new subscribers, how many listens I get per podcast, show the accolades I had. So I was like, I've got this. Like
yeah,
they're gonna and they're like, no, you don't meet the requirements. But if you want to pay $20 a month, you'll meet the requirements.
yeah. You can just have it.
I was like, this is disgusting. And I don't like that. And I hope by the time this comes out, which is like later this year, early next year, that it's not like that. Like that. I hope they reverse it back, because also something I didn't realize. So when you used to search for recent hashtags, there were no ads. It just showed you content. Oh yes. So I never saw ads unless I was like going through people's stories or going through my main feed. But now there's ads in between. So that's why they got rid of it, because people like me were not seeing ads and they were losing money that way. And I'm like, fuck off, Facebook. Like you have too much money. You have like ending the world money.
Oh, billions. Absolutely
Billions.
billions.
Yeah. I mean, well, Daddy EA, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and let's just pick a couple oil barons. Y'all pooled their money together, there would be no more world hunger and there'd be utopia. Right?
Yeah.
But they're yeah, that's why I love Hollywood movies right now, where it's like eat the rich, like fuck the rich. Fuck yeah, fuck the rich.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, I'm never usually this spicy, but I just come from like an 8 or 9.
You're passionate, it's fine.
Yes. But anyway, so Sims. Let's talk about some Sim stuff. I'm not even gonna tread light into what has been spoiled this past week, because I don't think it's real. If you know what I'm talking about, do you think it's real?
The horses.
The horses.
No.
It's fake.
What if they do? I really hope it's not. I commented that on your post actually. I was like, I hope it's not my expansion pack. Maybe like a farm pack or something that has like pigs, sheep, hens.
But we already have a farm pack, cottage living.
True.
So like,
I don't know where the horses would fit, unless it's the medieval thing. I said something about that.
You are so sweet if you think they're gonna give us horses in a kit. No, horses are gonna cost
Got high
$100.
hopes.
Like, the fact they weren't in cottage living, because they said, oh, the reason they weren't in cottage living because there's no horses on farms.
No, is there not?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there is.
There is horses on farms. There's
Oh.
if you can have cattle, you have horses.
Mhm.
Right. So
Mhm.
it was just because they wanted more money. So now you'd have to pay, oh my God, I can have the farm life for 60 Canadian. Oh my God. Now you can have horses for another 60 Canadian. And if you want to,
Yeah.
and if you want a dog to have your true fucking farm experience, because every barn has a barn dog, another $60, baby. Like, you're looking at $180 for horses, dogs, and a farm.
It's like the whole stuff pack where you can get like hamsters and stuff. Like, why was that not just put in cats and dogs?
Dogs, yeah. Exactly. And well, it was funny because I did a podcast with the Awful Gamer, love you, podcast friend. And he was like, I was like, burn it to the ground, burn this pack to the ground. Like, I was like, burn it. It's, if James Turner doesn't need it, we don't need it. And
Right.
he's like, but it has the best death. And I was like, what do you mean it has the best death? He's like, yeah, the rats can bite you and then you die of like basically the Black Death, and you go insane and die of rabies. I
What?
was
I did
like,
not know that.
I was
Did not
like,
know that.
okay. So I would maybe not put it as a dumpster fire. I still wouldn't pay full price for it. But like,
No.
that is a cool death. I wish that was just in the base game. I wish that all deaths were just like they added deaths to base game.
Yeah,
And
just all of them. Just yeah.
Yeah, instead of having to buy caught behind a paywall, because I didn't know till yesterday, because I got Growing Together the day it came out because I had Christmas money. So I pre-ordered it when I had Christmas money. And yeah, because I was talking to Gabby yesterday, also podcast friend. And she was like, yeah, you like there's no milestones. And I was like, well, EA's putting milestones behind a paywall. That's ridiculous.
I mean, it's EA. I don't expect nothing more or less from them, to be honest.
Yes.
Like,
I also appreciate you're at the same level as me. I used to be so optimistic, eh? I used to be like, oh my God, guys, let's dedicate 2 podcasts to talking about how awesome EA is and what packs we're gonna get. And then I'm just
no.
sinister at this point. After
I
My Wedding
honestly can't.
Stories, disappointing. High school years, disappointing. I mean, the build
Oh,
buy is stunning in both, but I'm not.
They built up that high school experience in that advert, and I was just like, oh my God, this looks amazing. Like, but then you
Yeah,
actually go to it, school's awful.
school's awful.
Like, it just doesn't look as great as it did in the advert. Obviously, it does, but I was just like all the promposals and stuff. You have to keep forcing those to happen, and time goes too quickly. And
Yeah.
it was a really big flop, if I'm honest. It was nice to be able to do like school and cheerleading and stuff. That was nice. I like that. But the rest of it, I'm not happy at all with it.
See, I'm a bitter old bitch because I use CC for everything. So I already had all the cheerleader CC that was significantly better. And I think what killed me, and I promise there's only like one more podcast you guys will hear me screaming about this, is they didn't actually give football uniforms. They gave gym outfits.
You can't even go on the field, can you?
No, I literally, I just went to the gallery and found a football field to just play out in Rose Chronicles, because I had already had that field for 2 years. And I was like, oh my God, like, because like basically, hold on, do you read Rose Chronicles before I spoil shit?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so basically, you guys will know by now that I set the school on fire. Okay, I had just set it ablaze because I was like, now I'll have a better school to go to, and it's just already there, and I'm awesome. That's exciting. I like looked in the school. I was like, this is garbage, and the school I'm using was a lot built in 2016. And it is significantly better. It has like 6 packs because only 6 packs were out.
Yeah.
compared to the high school you call a high school pack. I was like, I was
Modders
floored.
just do it better.
Yeah, right. You just got to do better, which actually leads me to a question instead of ranting. Um, I'm gonna give you all of the power and all the responsibility. What pack are you gonna refresh, and what new pack are you giving us?
Hmm. I love cats and dogs refresh.
That's interesting. Okay, what about it to be refreshed? I'm just curious.
Um, just the basic overall of having the cats or the dogs. Maybe more animals, more pets. Maybe they put the horses in there. Just saying. Because Brindleton Bay, obviously, that sort of world just screams horses.
Yeah,
Fun. Like,
yeah,
I like it. They fit perfect in that world. Um, I would just the overall gameplay of that is just like the vet career just takes the entire day just to see one pet.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not really a game player. I build more than I play the game, but like I kind of play my legacy sometimes, like occasionally.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I would just it's just that pack in general. It just needs a bit of love, a bit of more realism in it, I think, especially with the animals. And I wish like all the strays make me really sad. We'll take walk like when Sims will go around. There's like 10 strays just on the beach. I'm like, let's take them all home.
yeah. I'll take them all home. Okay, so that's your pack refresh.
Anything.
Um, what new pack are you bringing to us? Like, what is missing in your eyes?
As a builder, just an overall architectural like pack. Somewhere like you have spiral stairs,
Yeah.
half walls, but like like the other way, so like you can do them like thinner that way, like
Yep.
width.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing. And just an overall great architectural build. That'd be great. Like just maybe have that as a career.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice. I mean, like, we got the interior design already, like, but the like just doing the outside, having more options, just building wise, just having that more freedom instead of having to use like tool mod and everything like that to change it. And it'd just be nice to have that freedom for building.
Yeah, I could not agree more. And something that you said about pets. I mean, I still got this baby.
Oh my god,
Oh yeah.
what a
And
throwback!
and if anybody is listening, not watching, I am holding The Sims Unleashed, the original
Oh, the
expansion
best.
pack. And you had pet stores.
Exactly.
There's no pet stores for adoptions. My most successful build on the gallery, which is shocking when I tell people this because they're like, you don't build, you talk about how awful The Sims is. Before I used to talk about how awful The Sims was, I used to be a full-time builder. I used to build. I built everything. And then my most successful build is a pet shop. And it's called Happy Paws Pet Shop. And it
That's really
has
cute.
all the dog food and like pretending to like buy pet supplies. And it has a giant, like the cat and dog shelters. I used to build really whimsically. So everything was massive. So that there's like this giant cat and this giant dog outside because I thought it was cute. Or like because I did like a daycare. So same idea. I had like, like the stuff that comes in Get Famous, like that's
Yeah.
on the movies. That was everywhere. Just like these big things. Just very whimsical shit instead of it being like, hi, this is a building and this can be anything. It could be
Yeah,
a
that like so like pet stores, take pet there, buy leashes, collars,
yeah.
food, like just a bit more to it. Like they're
I
very sparing.
I agree. So you know what I would love to see is I want a fucking Grey's Anatomy pack. Okay, like I'm not even a Grey's Anatomy fan. Okay, like I don't watch medical. Only medical show I've ever watched is House, and that's it. But just like going to the hospital, like I understand like you're like more realistic shit. You broke a
Yes,
bone,
yes.
or when you're actually sick and you don't just take medicine from your computer and you don't even take it. That's every time my sim is sick now, they don't even actually take it. I just say take medicine and they're just like, we're fine. Like it just doesn't know the animation. So like,
No, I want there to be more realistic birth. I mean, I know you have that mod, but why do you have to keep downloading mods in order to play the game properly?
right,
It's
mods
frustrating.
mods should add value, not fix the game.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right. And I just like, I think every pack needs a pack refresh. And like what kills me is how is Get Together and Cottage Living the same price? Right?
It baffles me. It really does baffle me
Yeah,
because it
because
shouldn't be.
it should be. That's old. It's significantly older. And it should be like $10. $10 for an expansion.
Yeah.
Why are we
Throughout the
paying?
years, they should just lower
Yes.
how like, but they won't.
No,
It's a
they just
cash grab.
it's 100% a cash grab because they made the base game free, which I was really excited about because now you have better opportunities for everyone to play the game, but the base game has nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta have packs. And like, because like EA will like on Instagram, they'll like show builds and they'll be using like every pack. So someone who's
Yeah,
like
there's like
sees it
20
for
packs.
yeah, and everyone who's like, oh, I can build this house in The Sims, like you can't. Like I don't know. Were you part of the base game, any of the base game build collabs that have been out in the last little bit? I haven't been
Mm.
either, and I see them and I'm like, how did you do
I
that?
did do one a few months back, I think it was, but not any recent ones. But yeah, it's tough.
It's
It
tough
is tough.
because you're like, oh my god, like I want these like because I'm notorious, which I'll ask you in a second. Every room I have is brick based. Every room. Everyone has the white bricks from Cottage Living, okay?
Such a good wallpaper though.
Such yeah, it's stunning, amazing. It's like kitchen, awesome. Bathroom, decorative wall, awesome. Like it's just so universal. So my question to you as a builder is what is your go-to swatches for your wall and floor?
Oh, really like it's actually one of the base game ones for the floor.
Okay.
It's a wooden floor. I cannot for the life remember off the top of my head, but it's like this smooth, thick wood, and it just looks modern. But at the same time, I just use it in every single build I ever do. And then walls. I'm a sucker for bricks as well, to be honest.
Yeah. Every wall needs
Like
to be brick.
what
Honestly,
just plain walls are boring. In Sims it makes it just look really plain, and
gray.
I feel like I need to put things on the wall just to make it look a little bit. And I wish there was more nicer wallpapers, like patterned ones.
What are you talking about the giant rose wallpaper that came with Decor to Max doesn't fit your fancy? Or the tiger wallpaper? What? But it's Decor to
I use them in
Max.
every build, yeah.
At the same time, I hope he used the giant peacock and the fucking vortex in the wall too, because when I think of decor, that's what I think of.
That's
Is
what I
those
want in my living room.
giant unless Rick and Morty comes through my fucking wall and it's like international or intergalactic cable, I don't need a vortex. And the only time I've ever used the vortex in the wall was at an arcade because it made sense in an arcade, not like not in your home. Not in your
Just have
home.
it in your bedroom.
Yeah, just
Nice
like
little like design wall.
yeah, instead of make sure you got the tiger wallpaper too at the same time.
Oh,
I
but
mean,
the tiger wall all the way around.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
the only way the tiger wallpaper is okay for any Disney builder that's building Jasmine's bedroom. That is the only way I will accept tiger wallpaper on your fucking wall.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Like you're not just like imagine if you just walked into someone's house and they're like, we just redid our living room. Come here. And you see tiger fucking wallpaper on their wall and a peacock and a vortex and all the other weird shit that came in that pack. And you'd be like,
It just gives like 90s porn star sort of
yes.
like hotelish vibes. It's like that looks absolutely awful.
Oh,
Like
it's definitely a motel you wouldn't want to you wouldn't want
no,
to stay in,
you'd see the
right?
room and you'd run a mile. You'd be like, no,
No. And you just like you go in and you're like, is that blood stains? That that
definitely
paint?
don't shine a blue light on those sheets.
Don't just do that in general in a hotel either. It'll
I
like
don't
ruin
know.
it would like ruin your life. Like because I like, TikTok's just, basically our Bible to everything. And I'll see like housekeeper ones being like, when you get to a hotel, make sure to wipe shit down. And I'm like,
I don't want to know.
oh my God. Like when we stayed at a hotel in the midst of a pandemic, because like no one was staying at hotels. So like they're like pretty bare. The one we stayed at had someone else's hair in the shower, and I lost my fucking mind. And they had the balls to say it was me. It was dark gray black hair.
Oh, it's probably some old bloke or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
I was like, and I like screamed at them, being like, clean it. Clean it. I don't care if you're not gonna be able to just clean it. Or like old pee stains under the like you lift up the toilet lid and there's just like pee stains. And I'm like, I haven't even peed
Oh,
here yet.
no, I just never sit on toilet seats if it's not in my own house or like
No.
someone I know, like public bathrooms and stuff. I'm just like, I'll hover. I'm
Yeah.
not sitting on those seats.
That is how us bitches have fucking thigh leg, queen of thigh legs, because we've been squatting our whole lives
Yeah,
trying
I've
to pee,
squatting for wing.
right? Guys don't get it. They just pee, they can pee
They can just
anywhere.
stand and enjoy themselves.
They just pee on a wall. Yeah, pee on a grass. They're like, ah, you go to a porta potty, just
It's
fucking
easy
stand
for
it.
them, just whack out the side, just a little cheeky one. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Where for us, we're like, it's like toilet paper, because especially if you gotta do number two, you gotta
You need
fucking
like what they call a shiwi.
yeah.
And those little funnels.
Yes. Honest to God. Like we went camping a couple weekends ago now, and I'm just like, I'm gonna convince myself that I start go camping to use one. So I don't have to like walk to the bathroom at like 4 a.m. because I'm old now and pee multiple times a night. If you haven't started doing that, that actually happens when you get older.
You start losing it.
Yeah, it's enjoy your 8 hours of solid sleep. Anyone at 30 and up is like, Stas, I got you. We pee at night. I was like, sometimes I'm at 3 peas a night, and I'm just like,
God,
just,
really? I
yeah.
go when I go to bed and when I get up, and that's about it. I'm not jinxing myself yet. I'm only 24, so
Oh my God. Listen to old Stassi. Okay. I thought when I was 24 that I was invincible. I was gonna be like, I see old people in their 30s and they're playing it up. Okay.
Oh, 100%.
You can't fall apart that easy. I'm 2 months away from turning 30. I like literally pulled my neck the other day getting up from the couch. I shit you
Wow.
not. You literally, things start to hurt more. You have weird pains and like twitches, and you just like you don't sleep, and you pee all the time. So enjoy your early 20s, because everybody warned me. They're like, Stas, like enjoy. And I'm like,
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm fine. It's great. You're insane. I'm just so like, it's not gonna, no. I'm staring 30 down the tunnel, and I'm just like, I literally had a Charlie horse 4 days ago, and the pain is still in my leg.
Oh my God.
So
No, I tell you what, my
enjoy,
knees are going at my young age, to be fair. And my back, I feel like a 90-year-old sometimes. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't
right?
feel like this at 24.
It's because I'm like, oh my God, it's not gonna get better.
That's
It's
what I
not
mean.
like we've already lived like the best time when we were like, you remember a child and you just like fucking face plant on the ground and you'd be like, okay.
Nothing.
I just hear if I fell right now, I would need a week and a half just to recover.
I lay on the floor for about 20 minutes before I'm getting back up. I'm
Yeah.
just sit there and just contemplate what just happened to me.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And then that's how you're like, oh, guess I'm an adult now. Or you're just like, I best should go to the doctor to make sure nothing's broken. Or like, look at that giant bruise I have. Wonder where that came from. Best keep
Every
going.
day. Every day with bruises, I'm like, where's that come from?
Right? It's because we're both fair. So Jesus,
Oh yeah.
if you get a bruise, I bruise like a peach. Like
Oh yeah.
I'll
I've
just
got
wham my leg because I did it so good on Sunday, and I was like, a big bruise on my leg.
No, I've got a massive one like on my near my knee. I'm just like, how have I done that? I was like, where'd you get that from, Paige? That looks bad. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I have
Couldn't tell
no
you.
idea. No idea. right? And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just go back to thinking about my crippling debt and all of the terrible things I did in my childhood. And I'll just those creep in at like 2 a.m. now. It's fantastic. I'll
Oh
just be
yeah.
lying there and I'll be like, when Jessica stole my sandwich in 6th grade, why didn't I tell her to fuck off? And my brain's like, why are you thinking about this? And then like remembers like, hey, while we're reminiscing,
While we're down this
while
deep
we're
dark
down this.
path,
Yeah, it's like
let me just join in.
yeah, remember when you like copied your friend's test and you blamed them for copying you? How does that make you feel like as an adult? Let's psychoanalyze every bad thing you've done. Remember when you stole that penny candy from 7-Eleven when you were 5 years old because you didn't understand that candy shouldn't have to be paid for and you just ate it?
Oh my god. Oh, I remember when you said this? Like, why did you say that? I'm like, wow. Thanks for that. I'm gonna
Right?
be up until 5 o'clock in the morning now.
I've just ruined your life. And especially because you're actually in this is the first podcast I've ever done. You're literally now you're a day ahead. We started at the same day. It's now 12:17 for you.
Yeah, what time is it for you?
7:12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. But anyways, Sims. Let's talk about some Sims stuff. So we talked about like kind of stuff that we want in the game. Obviously I'm assuming you don't use CC, right? To feel that way?
Not build wise, but like I use CC on like clothing, and I've obviously got a lot of mods for the game, but
Oh yes.
yeah,
So
wouldn't run without it.
because it's universally agreed upon that if you're CAS, you have to use CC because CAS is awful, and builders get the fucking shit end of the stick because if you use CC, you're not a real builder. And that I've literally argued this entire season, being like, we need to stop that because y'all
Mhm.
use mods, guys. Tool is a mod, okay? It's added
Exactly.
into the game. Red Shelf is a mod added into the game. So I don't know why they're like, you're not a real builder because you added decorative pillows and
I
it's
mean,
CC.
if you can create a house and love it and you're happy with it, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you've used custom content or if you've used, I mean, end of the day, the things on The Sims has been made by someone else as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's the same concept. Just because it looks more realistic or whatever doesn't make
Yeah.
it. You're still building, you're still making that room, you're still making the house. It's what
I
you've done.
I could not agree more. And it's a to me it's artwork. It's a
Mm,
masterpiece, regardless of how you do it. If you're able to get what you want done, how EA provides it for you, awesome. For the
yeah,
rest of us are just like, I want a bathtub that doesn't look fucking terrible.
yeah,
Or I want a toilet that doesn't always look gray. Or I just want cute kids stuff. Like, or I'm doing a let's play and I want them to drink orange juice instead of orange drink and just kind of stuff like it's just adding it into the game. But anyways, Paige, what is your favorite expansion pack, game pack? No, yeah, game pack, stuff pack, and kit for building,
Oh,
and
so
why?
game pack. Expansion. I'm gonna have to go with the new one, you know. Is it
Growing together?
growing together? You know what? I think they've really pulled out the bag with that one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying like, but some of the things that are on it I really like enjoy.
Stunning.
Yeah, like the world is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was wishing for a few more lots, but
Yes.
can't ask for too much from them. The gameplay's lovely. I mean, like kids on bikes finally after how
Mm-hmm.
long?
Right?
Um, and then like game pack. It's a hard choice. It's a hard choice. I really like Jungle Living just because the world. I love the world. I just
Okay.
think I really like it. The lighting is gorgeous. Like
Interesting.
and like the colors and like I think it's just a lovely little world and like yeah. And then like stuff pack. I really like the industrial loft one. That is some of my favorite items are from there.
Okay. Oh yeah. Stunning.
Like the windows and stuff and the bed. I really like the bed.
Hmm.
And obviously with the just everything that was in it, I couldn't say I hated at all.
Yeah.
And then for kit, the clutter pack, 100%.
Which one? Bathroom or everyday?
The everyday clutter,
I agree.
100%.
I bought that full price. I mean, kids have always been full
Yeah.
price. I don't
As
know
soon
just
as
why
that
I
came
just
out, I had it.
no, it's like I don't know why I pulled that flex. You know why I bought it? And we both are wearing them. Glasses, side of the bed. I shit
Yeah.
you, because that's so realistic. That is so realistic to have
Mhm.
glasses and be like, oh, flop them off.
I really like them, like with the keys and the phone. Just makes it look like you've just run it in, left your
Yeah,
phone on the side, and the little stereo that comes with it. That's really cute.
exactly. My only grime I have with that kit is it should have been in the base game.
100% agree.
That's my
100%
only.
agree.
I kind of wish they would start making the more stuff into the base game that wasn't just like I thought it was ridiculous at first, like because now we have light switches, but for a hot like a week, light switches only came in the everyday clutter
Yeah.
kit or the
Mhm.
bathroom.
Mhm.
So that seems weird. If we can have thermostats for like 20 years and we can have smoke detectors and fuck it, there's even extinguishers. There's exit signs, all
You
this
can't
shit,
have a light
but you
switch
can't have a light switch. Because like I had
unless you
light
have the
switch,
bathroom clutter kit, which you don't
right?
even need a light switch in the bathroom. It would
No,
that does
no,
not important.
do you know what was missing from that I wish I would have had is bathroom fans. Like I know you can have fans and stuff, but
Oh.
like, or like, when you're in the shower, I wish like your bathroom got foggy.
Oh yeah, you'll love that. I would really like customizable shower curtains that you could
Oh,
add onto a bath.
yes,
Yeah,
a hundred
just have
percent.
it on there already.
Because who just like showers butt naked in glass? Okay, who doesn't just like take the shower curtain or being able like I would want to like rebuild our childhood homes, and every childhood shower had the fucking under the water dolphin one. Okay, every family had the water themed fish one. Okay, I
The
don't care
classic, the classic.
the classics, right? Instead of it just being like, oh, they're in the shower, boobs and cookie being blurred out. Cool.
Yeah, it'd be nice as well for some like kind of like blurred glass doors that you can have
Yeah,
as like you walk in showers and you got the door, it's like slides and it's
exactly.
just like a shower door.
Like have both. Okay, so like if you're having some sweet Sims naughty time and you want to record that and you want to like see the boobies, go nuts. But for the rest of us, don't just literally just stained glass that shit, okay? Or like frost the glass. Like the rest of us. I if honestly, if I had a shower and it was see-through, I would have 16 layers of tint on there because no one needs to see this body naked.
No, I
Okay.
just don't feel comfortable knowing that that's completely clear next to you. It's like
Yeah.
just put a shower curtain on it. Like
Yeah. Exactly. Or just making it or even just making them like a little bit bigger. Or making like a classic like walk-in sex shower that you'd see in like 50 Shades of Grey. Because you can make them because so many people do. But like let's play around. Let's reinvent the shower wheel. Or just like the bathtubs. Like let's just get rid of the swan bathtub.
oh, get rid of that.
Unless the only acceptable way that is in if you are building Barbie's Swan Lake Princess's Castle,
That would
I
fit.
I'll accept it. Or if you're making like a medieval Game of Thrones castle and it's like the king's tub and
Hmm.
your fucking symbol's a swan, okay?
Hmm.
Yes. But for your generic fucking homes, no one's like, guys, come into my bathroom and like see this like shower made of like a swan wings. And they'd be like, how much did you pay for that? Like 20 grand. It's fine. Like it's also the most expensive bathtub.
I just don't get it. Like I like the standard bathtub that fits into the wall and it's
Right?
perfect. And it's just like I mean, I like the obviously those fancy ones as well, but like I always just use a plain one that's like that. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, let's get the swan one in here. Let's that
Right?
looks gorgeous. Like no.
The only time I ever picked that one like randomly is I was doing a challenge that was build a $10 million home,
Oh yeah,
which
you
is
have to use all the most expensive
which
items.
yeah, exactly. Like I think I may had like 20 bathrooms in this like 64 by 60. It was literally
Like that's so bad.
just like swans. Every room had a fucking armor for 10 grand, you know, or had like the $20,000 paintings. It's
Hmm.
so funny. So when we moved into this house, the previous owners left the painting in the bathroom, and I was like, this is some sim shit, okay? Because I had wallpaper and a painting
No,
above the toilet.
I've been to a house where they've had carpet in their bathroom.
Oh no, do men live there?
No, it was some lady's house, and I don't know why they had carpet in there, but
Like we once went for a tour and there was almost carpet in the kitchen, and I was like,
no.
no, sir. No, sir. I'm messy. That's literally,
Tile flooring or vinyl, that's all we're going for.
yep. Like
Nothing else.
I want as easy to clean as possible and that can endure water. Cause like no carpet in the bathroom, no carpet in the kitchen. Mm-mm.
Just think
Honestly,
about like when you're like cooking and there's like oil or like from the
yeah.
oven and it all sinks into that carpet and
And the smells that would come with it
it would need cleaning every week.
easily.
Easily.
Yeah.
Mm.
You'd have to go buy a $600 Dyson steam cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh
That's like
no.
that's like some 70s shit. I mean, the 70s fashion is coming back, which let's hope that ends soon. And let's just keep
Oh,
that stuff
I
in.
seen a guy with a full mustache, like here, like a full biker's mustache the other
Mm.
day when I was out. I was like, am I seeing that right?
Unless they are like fucking stunningly hot, do anything. If it's
Like a hard
Jason
rock killer.
Momoa, if he wants to have an armor bar, I will hold those I'll hold his arms any day of the week. But if it's like Joe Blow in the street, love you, not the look we're going
No,
for.
no.
Like
Just
I saw a guy that had like it was like this, like it was massive, like it came up like
no.
outside of his face. I'm like, that's a lot of work to maintain that. And also, how long were
Mhm.
you growing that? And does food get in there? How
Oh,
often does
imagine
food?
like the milk stain.
Oh my
Just
God. Yeah. Right?
oh no, no,
No.
no.
Okay. If you were a guy though, would you grow a beard if you could?
Yeah, 100%.
I 100% would too. I
Just to
just
say I've done it.
I was just like, so my fiance has a beard, and he was the first guy I
Okay,
ever dated that like had a beard, like a real, not some of that
proper
like,
man's.
oh, he's a proper man. He's got a man bun, he's got a beard, okay, like proper man. But for like everybody else that who just like can't like they grow a beard, but it's all
It's when it
patchy.
like it doesn't connect here. It's
Yeah,
like I can tell you're like 20 and under.
right? Or they get microbladed now to like add because you can do that. You can like get microblade for a fake beard, and I'm like,
Yeah, I see when they like dye it as well. So like you can look, especially if it's dark hair, you can like dye it there so you can't see it.
oh, that's the best when guys get older. That's where they go gray first, is in their beards.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Around
Love
here,
love you, my love.
yeah.
I don't think he can hear me. I think he's got his headphones in. He's starting to get little grays. But I love
Don't tell
you.
him.
No, I tell him all the time. No, I love it though. I love it because that's how you know, because I'm going in my 30s. I want to date him. I want to marry a man. I don't want to marry a boy.
No.
Right? Like I want
Mhm.
my men to be great now. Like give me a salt and pepper man. Like it's like okay, so I saw this funny TikTok where they're like reminiscing about Twilight, and they're like showing like Jacob like, and they're like going back like when I was in 2010, and I was like fangirling over Jacob, and then like they're in their 30s and they're just going for Bella's dad. Like that's me right now. Don't give me Jacob, give me Bella's dad. Like
Oh,
I
Charlie Swan.
Charlie
A 10
Son,
out of 10.
I will take good care
I
of that
would.
man. I
I
wouldn't
would.
I would, you know what? We'd have a great time and I'd make him dinner after. And we'd have a cheeseburger and beer because that's what he wants. It's like Jason Momoa, which I've
Mhm.
already just said if he wanted to have an armor bar mustache, like I will take that. Like
Mhm.
I want a man that
That's why
looks
a
like,
lot of people like him, because he's like a
oh,
proper man, big,
proper man.
tall,
He's like,
beard, like.
he's gonna smell like fucking like motorcycle oil, and he's just been at the beach, and he'll just like, he's like, you want to like go, like, let's get a cheeseburger and let's have a beer, and like just like a man,
That's just what you expect, yeah.
right? And that's what I
Mhm.
want. It's not like I don't want a boy, I want a man.
Mhm.
Mhm. But anyway, so Sims. I'm getting very distracted. But anyways, I got a couple more questions, and we're gonna wrap this up because it's gonna be like 1 a.m. senior time, and I can't be responsible for anybody speaking at 1 a.m. logically because I don't speak at 1 a.m. logically. I am
So, okay.
I'm a How I Met Your Mother rule. So you know, like How I Met Your Mother, the rule is nothing good happens after 2 a.m. So that's in
Mhm.
your early 20s. So when you're in your like late 20s, nothing good happens after 1 a.m. And now when you're at your 30s, nothing good happens after midnight. You shut that shit down at midnight because nothing good happens.
I love
So,
How I Met Your Mother. I've watched it
oh,
so many
okay.
times.
Do you like How I Met Your Father?
No.
No, I didn't like it, and it was hard because I really love Hilary Duff. Because I
The
really
only
like,
ones I had watched was the one with Robin in at the end,
yeah,
and then Barney was in the second season. So I watched just those 2 episodes, just
yeah.
because they were in it.
I'm very disappointed. It wasn't my thing. I think How I Met Your Mother was good. Besides the ending,
Mhm.
the ending can die. You just kill the mom. You made us watch like this show for 8 fucking years, and you kill the mom.
I never got that. I really didn't. Like, I thought that was Endgame. I thought that would be it. Like, amazing. And then,
Yeah.
okay.
And the kids are just like, oh, you want to fucking Robin? Well, go nuts, dad.
Treat yourself.
Go your No, if that was real life, these kids would have been like, no, like
I'd be like, no, like,
no. I'd be like, that's Aunt Robin. I'm not gonna call Aunt Robin mommy. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
it's just really unrealistic, wasn't it? I just,
I was so just that ruined me of television, and so did Pretty Little Liars.
I didn't watch Pretty Little Liars. I
Yeah,
really
don't.
did. No.
It's like the whole thing is like, who's A? And then at the end
Wasn't
of
it
it,
just someone's brother in the end? Sorry, no spoilers. I think I heard it's just someone's brother, no? Of
it was a twin. It was a secret twin.
course it was.
I love secret twins, by the way. It's like the mom's like, I didn't know I had a twin, even though I gave birth to them.
You have 2 kids, but
I was
had to.
drugged so much from something. And it's always some made up shit. It's like poppy water seed. It's just some bullshit. It's some Riverdale shit.
It's giving Riverdale.
Yeah, it's literally okay. Do you watch Riverdale?
No.
Okay, so
I watched the first season and I was like, no.
the first season was phenomenal. I'm a huge comic book fan. Like my first comic books I ever read was Archie, so that was really fun to see. That
I see clips and they've got like powers now or something weird, haven't
oh
they?
oh, I wish that was it. No, they're in a multiverse because Bailey's comet was going to come kill them. So the guardian angel of Riverdale came and saved them. And how they were going to stop the apocalypse is Betty and Archie had to make out on his bed because Hiram Lodge put a bomb under there. But because it didn't fail, it failed miserably. The guardian angel of Riverdale sent everybody back to 1950, and now they're teenagers again in 1950, and that's this entire fucking season.
Right. They wouldn't even be born, so I don't know how they're still alive in that era, but okay.
Yeah, they brought him back to an innocent time. And guess what? The 50s was not innocent,
Far from.
right? And I'm just like, okay. So Rose Chronicles can be picked up by Netflix then, because if Riverdale can get 7 fucking seasons, any story can get 7 fucking
It shocks
seasons.
me. It shocks me.
It's terrible. It's terrible, but like everyone's like, you gotta give up. I'm like, I'm too invested. I've watched it for 7 years now.
Nah.
I'm invested. I gotta see how it ends. I've put as many hours as going to university of watching the show. Because there's 26 episodes, right?
No, I couldn't.
26
After the
1 hour
first season, I
episodes.
was like, no.
Now, I'm a fan of watching TV to the end. I will watch a show to the end.
Fair enough. If I get bored, I'll just stop watching it and I'll watch something else.
That's fair. That's the problem because there's so much like to watch because everyone's like because everybody has
Too
the
much.
saying they're like, oh, it's on my list. It's on my list. It's on my list. But like I just want to let everybody know when someone says it's on my list, they're not gonna fucking watch it.
Then they're watching it now.
They're not
I'll
watching it.
rewatch something I've already watched before I watch what's on my list.
Yep. Exactly. Or I'm the biggest person of being like, oh my God, like look at this Netflix show. I gotta watch those. It will trump everything else. I'll be like, oh, it's like some random ass like one season. Like to me, the best series on Netflix is a one series show and it's called Midnight Mass. It is phenomenal. And it
Can't say I've watched it.
that's
Can't say I've watched it, so
I don't say it's going on your list because I know you're full of shit.
it's going on my list.
Oh
I've
yeah,
got it on Netflix,
it's
yeah.
going on your Netflix list, right? It's just it's about
I'll watch it. I'll watch it next week.
oh yeah, just you'll get right into it. It's just it's so good. It's a proper good Halloween show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has that spooky town vibes, like you don't know what the fuck's going on, and then once it's revealed at the end, like there's a lot of symbols. I've actually watched the series 3 times through and through, and also Dark. Fuck. Dark again. It's very good. It's a show that you have to watch after being like Dark season 3, episode 2 explained because every episode needs an explained video because you're like it's a very smart show. It's kind of like Westworld, very smart show. But I mean, while we're talking about TV shows, what are you watching? What are you watching right now?
Wow. Oh, wow. I just finished watching that EXO Kitty. I know that sounds bizarre. I know.
I didn't like it. I didn't it's not my thing.
It was okay. I just could have been better.
Yes. Anything else?
Um, no, not really. As I said, I rewatch a lot of things.
That's fair.
So,
What's your rewatch comfort show?
oh, The Office, the US one.
I was expecting you to say the UK one.
That's the best.
What about the American one that brings you? Like makes you want to watch it.
It has to be Steve Carell. I just love him.
Yes.
He just plays him so well.
I will say I have worked in offices like that office, minus the
Really
confessionals. That's a very common thing in America. Not gonna lie, minus the confessional part. I'm sure some employees wish they had confessionals in between their. Could you imagine? You're just cameras full. You just like make a face, being like, "Fuck these guys."
Just imagine the drama that all these officers have, like all these co-workers that have been together and all the secrets, and that'd be incredible. I'd watch every single series if it was like that.
Right. Well, Paige, I got 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
And we're gonna wrap her up because, as I said 20 minutes ago, nothing good happens after 11 or 1 a.m. and we're coming close to that time for you. So we talked about building. We talked about like what you would want out of your expansion packs. What advice could you give to anybody who wants to start building?
I would go back to what you said about the whole how that person didn't think that they were going to succeed through going through on your podcast because it didn't have a lot of following.
Yeah.
A lot of things I've had to come to terms with is not caring about who likes your stuff, how many likes you get, and it's a bit like disheartening when you don't get the reach that you think you would.
Yeah.
But don't let that stop you, because one day you might just get that one post that just goes bam, and you're getting it, and you know people are enjoying your content. But also think about how that doesn't matter as long as you enjoy doing it. That's all that matters. And if you want to post it or keep them to yourself, that's fine. Just enjoy it. It doesn't matter.
I think that is such great, fantastic advice. And I have to, my last question is, I'm pretty sure you're still a moderator on one of the Facebook pages. Am I right to think that?
Yeah, I admin the Sims 4 community. Yeah.
What's it like? What's it like on the Facebook side?
God, it is amazing, and I've been doing it for about 3 years now, and realizing a lot of people really don't understand Facebook. If I'm honest, like we get people asking loads of questions that you could just Google. I mean, that's a common Facebook thing, like people just think to ask everything on there, and we get a
Mhm.
lot of people that don't understand how like moderating is purely volunteer work. It's not, you
Yes.
don't get paid to do it. It's just purely something we do on the side, and
Mhm.
I do enjoy doing it, but you do get some really horrible people. I mean, I've had some very horrible messages of people, all because we declined their post, or they've got something removed and they don't understand why.
Yeah.
And it's hard work, but I do really enjoy it. And when the community comes together, helping people and supporting each other is lovely, and I
Yes.
really enjoy it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm sure you see every Wednesday. Come check out this week's Summer Spotlight photo, and then the following Wednesday, back again. But yeah, it's just a different way to connect with a lot of people, and especially some of the Facebook groups have tens of thousands of followers, so it's just another way
Mm.
to get your content shown. But I was always just curious to see what it was like to be on the Facebook side, because I see people's stuff in there, and I'm like,
Yeah, we do get like loads and loads of posts where you have to look through. I mean, like the admin assist is absolutely rubbish.
I am.
It declines such random posts for no reason.
What is the
And yeah,
most random post that you've ever declined, and why?
because we do get quite a lot of like really inappropriate things that we have to like say no to. Like you'd be surprised some of the things
But
that
there's
people
18
do.
plus A Sims groups that are meant for that.
Yeah, we people don't understand we have to be like quite sparing in what we accept just because there is people that are 13 years of age in that group, like that are younger or between 13 and 16, stuff like that, and we have to think about them before accepting. But majority we do have like 18 plus warnings.
Mhm.
Don't read the rest on. But some people do go into very much detail about what their Sims stories are. I'm like,
There's other
oh,
community channels. There's so many more. There's like 12 you can go to. I use
mm-hmm,
all 12. And there's other ones. Yeah, that's fucked up. It's
mm-hmm.
really fucked up.
No, but other than that, I really enjoy doing it, and I I do I did stop for a bit, but then I came back, and yeah, I just really enjoy it. And I said it, the community side of it all is amazing, and it's nice to have everyone come together and support each other. And people ask silly questions, but people just go, you know what, just do this. Like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's it. Cool, done. And then that little comment that someone's made to say all you need to do is this. I mean, you've just helped someone's day out,
Yes.
and that's it. It's amazing.
Well, I'm so glad that it is as good as I thought it was on the other side. And Paige, I want to thank you so much for coming here today. Why
Of
don't
course,
you,
thank you for having me.
of course, why don't you tell us where we can find your work?
You can find me on Instagram, where I mostly post, or Twitter, all of the same usernames, Gardenova Sims, or just Gardenova. I do post on Tumblr with the same name. YouTube, I'm not a regular poster because I don't find much time to post videos, but I try my best. So
Well,
find me on there.
I love it. Please go follow Paige. The links are going to be below. Again, absolute pleasure coming to sit down with you today. It has been a hoot and a half. I've watched you grow a lot since
Thank you.
this
It's
past
been
year.
tough. It's been tough.
And I can't wait to see what the rest of the year holds here. Anything fun or crazy that you're working on right now that you want to share? Because this is like coming out in, I don't know, December, January.
Um, no, I mean, I build as my day goes on. I don't take like I build it the same day. Like I would just come out with anything. So expect anything from me, to be honest. Who
Uh,
knows?
I love that. Well, Paige, absolute pleasure. Please go check out Paige. Links are going to be below. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to sit down and talk with you. Have a great rest of your night, okay?
I will do, and you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.